Today I'm going to be trying to survive 400 days in Minecraft Hardcore. We're going to be building a massive beacon, building an underwater layer, and tons of other cool stuff. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and enjoy the video. So starting off at day 300, we've got a big problem to tackle. If you didn't already see it in the last video, all of our villagers got turned into zombie villagers somehow. I'm still not entirely sure how, but I think I have a theory, and we're going to rectify that in the first couple of days here, along with obviously healing them. So let's get on that. So first of all, we need to craft a potion of weakness for all of them, and to do that I should already have enough spider eyes, so let's go grab all of them. So it looks like we've already got plenty here, so that's great. So let's fill up some bottles with some water, and now we need some blaze powder, so let's go into the nether and grab that. Okay, cool, so now we've got plenty of blaze rods. Let's turn it into powder, and then we can start brewing. Okay, so it's a new day, and finally all of our potions have brewed, so let's turn them into splash potions. I'm going to need to go grab a ton of gunpowder, because I don't have any at the moment, and I guess I'll see you when I'm done with that. Okay, cool, so we've got our gunpowder, we've got it in the brewing stand, so let's turn all these into splash potions. And while those are brewing, we're going to go grab a bunch of gold and make a bunch of golden apples. Okay, so 4 was definitely not enough, so now we're back in the nether and we're getting a bunch of gold, and hopefully we should be able to get enough. Okay, so now we should have plenty of golden apples. We'll take these and our potions and head on down to our villagers. Okay, so let's get these guys into boats. Okay, and that's the last one in the boat. While I've still got them as zombie villagers, I want to reinforce the base so that this doesn't happen again, and then I'll heal them. So while this time lapse goes, I just want to remind you guys we're trying to hit 750 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys could hit that subscribe button, that'd be very much appreciated, and maybe check out our channel memberships and merch on your way there. Thank you! Now enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, cool, so we finally got all the zombie villagers into their boats, and now let's start healing them. Okay, so that's all of them done, so now we just wait.
2 hours later.
Guys, we finally have our first villager who's not a zombie anymore, so that's cool. He's not sitting in his boat though, which is worrying. I thought that they would stay in their boats. Oh, we got another one. We have to keep babysitting them to make sure they don't get infected again. Oh, another one. We made way too much potions of weakness. Way too many. Hey, and another one. Oh. He's transformed. One of that, please. Thank you. Nice. Okay, so that's all of our villagers, right? Nice. Lovely. Oh, welcome back to the land of the living. Let's just stop you from being able to get up here for a sec. Please do not get infected again. That's an order. Okay? On day 305, I spent pretty much the whole day just adding a layer of water on top of our villagers, like house, enclosure, whatever you want to call it. And I just want to remind you guys while I'm doing that, we do actually have a Discord channel. The link will be in the description down below if you guys want to join. There's lots of cool stuff going on there, and there's also a giveaway there as well. So please do join, and yeah, I'll see you in a second. Between day 306 and 311, we spent ages trading with villagers to get as many emeralds as possible to build up our beacon. This actually took so much time, guys. I'm so glad we have such a good iron farm, because I would not be able to do it without the ton of iron that we have. It was actually so helpful that we just healed our villagers, because the amount of emeralds I was able to get from one stack of iron blocks was insane, which was super helpful. So between day 312 to 315, we spent quite a long time in the nether getting wither skulls. I think we ended up getting 2 within the first like 3 wither skeletons, and then that last one took forever. But once we got those, we headed back into the overworld, and yeah, you'll see.
If you can't tell, this is the first time I've ever fought the Wither, and it was a lot harder than I thought it was. It took so long, I've cut so much out of this little sequence of blips here, that it felt so good to finally defeat it. I had to keep running back to my base to grab like healing potions and stuff, and then I'd come back and it was fully healed again. It was such a pain. But we did it, so now we have another star. Sweet! On day 316, I made the beacon, put it on top of our beacon pyramid, whatever you call it, and then selected our power we wanted, made some red stained glass, and then made it look pretty cool. Kind of looks like a red lightsaber or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll change that at some point, but hey ho. So, for the rest of day 316, I reordered all of my chests in my castle basement thing, and then we headed on over to the Nether to our iron farm collector thing, building, whatever. I don't know the name for anything apparently. And then we turned them all into blocks as much as we could, put it in our shulkers, and then came back home. And then day 317, we reordered some more chests around our like original base area. And then we collected an absolute ton of sand, so much sand, to prepare for our underwater base we're going to be building. And then to smelt up all of this sand into glass, we needed loads and loads of lava buckets. So we went down into the caves, grabbed a ton of lava, and on the way we also got a lot of diamonds, which is pretty cool. We then spent day 320 to 322 making a huge furnace room, putting all of our lava buckets in the furnaces, and then filling those up with sand. After doing that, we then planted some trees around our path just because I thought it looked nice and we needed to wait a while for that to be done. Once all the glass was done, we then used the rest of the like lava buckets or whatever to just cook up some stone, just because I could always do with that. So on the night of day 322 until the morning of 323, we scouted out the area I wanted to pick for our underwater base. We then added the edges to the base. The ice is going to become a big issue here. I did not think it would be this big of an issue, but trust me, it was. And boy, was this project a long one. So, before we start getting rid of any of this water, we need sponges. So, on day 323, we flew all the way over to our closest ocean monument. I hope it was our closest one. This took a really long time. If there was one next to our base, I'd be really annoyed. We then grabbed as many sponges as it had to offer, which wasn't that many, but I thought it was enough at the time. Spoiler alert, it was not. And then we flew all the way home until I ran out of fireworks and had to swim home. And then on day 324, we headed into the Nether to dry out our sponges, headed on back home, and then realised that I don't know how to use sponges properly. I've never used them before, and it's just embarrassing to watch. I'm sorry you have to see this. Anyway, I slowly taught myself how to use sponges over the next couple hours while I was going back and forth from the Nether to dry out the sponges, come back, get rid of as much water as I could, back to the Nether, and again and again and again. This sequence is sped up by like 100 times. This took so... I know I keep saying this. This took so long. Honestly. Anyway, if you want to watch the full thing, feel free. If not, there's a timestamp on the screen right now to skip to the next part. good job for sitting through that if you did. If you didn't, I don't blame you. Anyway, as these fish flop around on your screen, we are just cleaning up all of the sand that we've had to put down to part the seas, if you want to use that term, I guess. Anyway, this obviously took a very long amount of time, so if you could please like the video, that would be very much appreciated. This video took me like 2 weeks to make, which is very painful with a full-time job and everything else. So anyway, I guess let's get into laying down the glass. I've got this nice little time lapse, which will be up on your screen around about now. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Yeah, so we're laying all this glass down as a little roof onto our underwater like base, which I guess technically isn't underwater anymore. I guess it's just next to water. Maybe I'll have to think of a new name for that. Anyway, as you can see, we're now on day 361, and so what we're going to do now is we're going to head on over to our mob farm, because I've run out of gunpowder, which means I've run out of fireworks, which means I can't fly anywhere. And as you can now see, I forgot to record the rest, but I am now building a raid farm, because apparently this is a good way of getting gunpowder. Foreshadowing, it was not. So towards the end of day 363, we stole the villager from his home, we took him over to our newly created raid farm, slightly forcefully coaxed him into his new forever home. Yeah, he did not want to he did not want to join us in there, but hey ho. Yeah, we got him in there, and then we made a nice little setup for him, which you'll see shortly. And now we're ready to start our first raid. So let's do a quick time lapse, and we're done. Now look at all that loot that we got just from that one raid. But as you can see, we got barely any gunpowder. So this was a total waste of time if you don't count the Tokens of Undying, which we did definitely need at this point. So with my rockets and my Tokens of Undying, I headed far and far away to find a outpost, which I then found 1 or 2 of here. I then proceeded to absolutely massacre as many as possible, but they just kept spawning. There were so many of them. It was insane. I don't know if that's like normal or what, but every time I normally go to one, there's like 10 maybe. There was like a good 30 of these guys here, and they were absolutely mincing me. But hey, I still got to kill a few of the banner guys, which means that I got a good like 3 or 4 potions in the end, which then I headed on back, and as you can see, I just farmed these raids for a good amount of time and just built up those Tokens of Undying, and very slowly got a bunch of gunpowder. So with all that raiding done, we spent day 376 until 378 just furnishing our villagers' houses. I know there's only one villager that's moved in at the moment, but eventually when we do get them all to move back in, they will have all of their like crafting benches, beds, furnaces, all of that stuff. And with day 378 drawing to a close, we spent the next couple days removing all of the snow from our underwater base. We then also removed all of the ice, which meant removing all of the water that was down there as well. And then we headed on over to our mob farm to get some gunpowder. We used that gunpowder along with some sand that we had from before to go to the nether and blow everything up, because we wanted those ancient debris. On day 386, I was tired of my elytra that kept almost breaking, even though I've got mending on it. So I was trying to get a villager that had unbreaking, and I accidentally got mending, which is pretty funny. So I sold my soul to get as many of those as possible, got a new villager who eventually got unbreaking, and I put it on my elytra. Between day 387 and 394, I did another raid or 2, went over to our mob farm to fix a bit of a problem we've got with spiders spawning. And then I headed on back over to the Nether to grab some more ancient debris, which we didn't get too much, but it was still kind of worth it. On day 395 till about 396, we raided this Bastion Remnant because I really wanted to upgrade at least one of my tools to netherite. Unfortunately, I only found one netherite upgrade template thing, but that's fine for now. We can always come back or go to another one. I don't know, I'm kind of new to these sort of bastion things, but it was fairly easy as long as I just stayed away from the guys with the big axes. Anyway. So between day 396 and 399, we upgraded our pickaxe to netherite. We also then created another one just for later on, because apparently I had a bunch in a chest somewhere. I then sort of made a decision on what trims to have on my armor. I think it was kind of cool, kind of just looks like I've climbed through some sort of slime dungeon thing. Then I just farmed some more gunpowder, came back on home, and then just bone mealed the crap out of everything. And as day 399 rolled around, I headed over to my castle, watched the sunrise, and there we go. 400 days! 400 days in this Minecraft hardcore world. It's insane. I've enjoyed every moment of it, and I hope you guys have too. So, I guess as with the end of every episode, let's head on over to adding a new name to our Hall of Fame. Because if you guys didn't already know, any comments on these videos give you a chance to get your name on the Hall of Fame, which you'll see shortly. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're in the random comment picker. I've grabbed the link from the most recent video. And let's see who gets chosen today. It's going to be Autumn Moon, who I also happen to know is a member of this channel. So they will need to, I will need to build a monument for them soon at some point. But for now, let's just add them onto the Hall of Fame. Okay, so we're back in Minecraft. Let's grab a sign. I don't think I have one in these chests. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, let's grab sign. And we're going to need to make it glow as well. Do I have a glowing sack? Also looking like I do not. Let's head over to our storage and we'll have a look and see if we've got one up there. Otherwise, we may have to go looking for a squid really quickly. Oh no, we got one. Cool. I don't remember what colour the signs were. I don't know if I'll be able to see it from here. Whether on my FOV. No, signs aren't rendered in. Cool. Let's see. Purple? Oh, Jesus. Almost killed myself there. No, okay, so we need to come up with a new colour. So that's cool. Maybe we'll go with like an orange, I guess, maybe? We'll see. Let's see what we've got. I'm pretty sure I used a lot of my dyes for, what was it, beds or something? I can't remember, I just remember making a lot of dyes at some point. Got purple, well that's the one that we can't use actually. Maybe we could do pink. Could do pink. Yeah, if I grab this purple, where is it? There we go. If I grab this purple, and then there should be some bones, yeah. Grab one bone. Turn that into white dye. Mix that with the purple dye. Does that not get you pink dye? Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. Let's go find a orange flower, I guess. Oh, we should probably still take the white dye with us. I only need one though. Let's drop that off. Cool, okay, yeah, let's go find a red flower. My blind... Where's there no red flowers? Surely I've got one over here somewhere.
Ah, yeah. Plenty here. Cool. Hope we haven't done pink already. No, we haven't. Cool. Okay, right. There you are. You're on the wall, on the Hall of Fame. And let's make you pink. And let's make you glow. Awesome. I think that looks really cool. So yeah, okay. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode. This one took quite a while. Instead of basically filming like 3 or 4 episodes per 100 days and then just stitching them together, this was just all for this one video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and have a good day.